I'm going to be offering you my top 10 rules to lose weight quickly. My first rule is make sure that you are hitting a protein goal every single day. This is so important. I can't tell you how many times I have seen people try to lose weight and not be eating enough protein and fail miserably. Now, protein will keep you fuller for longer. It's a fact. Now, it's important to make sure that every single meal or snack that you are eating has some protein in. So if you're going to have a snack of an apple, that's not protein. You've got to make sure it's something to do with protein that you're eating, even your snacks. So that is rule number 1. Make sure that you're eating enough protein and hit a protein goal every day. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe so I can continue to provide you guys with great content. Rule number 2, don't eyeball your meals. Make sure that you are tracking your meals diligently. It's important that when you look at your plate, you know exactly what you're eating, how many calories that you're consuming. Just eyeballing your meal, whether that's having some food out with friends or eating at home with your partner, you can't just look at your meal and eyeball it. You may be way off the mark. So therefore, it's important that you track your food and make sure that your macronutrients are in aligned with what your personal goals are. Rule number 3, don't skip cardio. Now this is so easy to do. You're busy at work and you just skip your workouts. Well, the worst thing you can do is do that. The body needs regular exercise, particularly intensive cardio sessions. If you're skipping your workouts, particularly your cardio, you'll quickly find that you won't lose any weight. Therefore, it's important to not skip your cardio. So that is my rule number 3. Rule number 4 is don't drink too much. The amount of times that I've seen people tell me, oh, I'm not losing any weight. And I ask them, how much are you drinking? Oh, I drink 3 or 4 times a week. That is a big mistake. Make sure that you drink minimally. 1 to 2 beers a week is fine. So make sure that you don't drink too much. Have discipline around how much you drink and when you drink. Rule number 5, watch your bedtime routine. Now this is so important. A good bedtime routine will ensure that the next morning you can get up and train. If you're going to bed too late, 12 o'clock, 1 a.m. and you're getting up the next day just for work and you're skipping your workouts, well, you're going to not be able to lose weight because the next day you're going to skip your workouts, but not only that, you're probably going to overeat on junk food because you're tired. So make sure that you do enforce a good bedtime routine. Rule number 6, you have to moderate your carbs. If you're one to overeat your carbs, that you have to make sure you have discipline around how many carbs that you consume. I would recommend maximum for most people 20 to 30% carbs. And if you look at some of my shows, I would even advocate carb cycling, which is very low carb on some days and higher carbs on the others around training. Check out some of my shows. You'll find that low carb, I definitely advocate for the right individual. Rule number 7, train before work, not after. The amount of times that people have told me that I've skipped my workouts because I got too busy at work and I normally train in the evenings and I just couldn't make it. I got busy. Well, you've skipped your cardio and you've skipped your training. And the next day you're going to feel awful because you just skipped your workouts. I understand, look, you're busy. Totally get that. Everyone's busy, but you can't skip your workouts. Rule number 8, significantly reduce your processed foods, ultra processed food. Eat more whole food and try your best to prepare your meals. Just going out and buying food randomly from the supermarket or a garage is the quickest way to pile on the weight because the majority of the foods that you buy out in convenience stores will be most likely UPF, ultra processed foods. That is the quickest way to not lose any weight. So that is my rule number 8. Make sure that you're not eating processed foods. Rule number 9, follow a meal plan. This can be a great way to keep you on track. I'd advise you just to write down every day what foods you want to eat tomorrow and maybe get a plan for the week. This will help you stay on track and make good choices when you're feeling like your discipline is waning. So the next day you'll get up and you'll know what you're going to eat for breakfast, lunch and dinner. You have a meal plan. You can stay on track. You can even write Monday to Sunday and write down all of your meals so you know exactly what you're going to eat. So you can't go off track. You can't be like, I'm going to have a takeaway on a Tuesday night. You've got chicken meatballs and pasta already on your meal plan for Tuesday night. So that is my rule number 9, follow a meal plan. And my rule number 10 is mix up your cardio. So many times people have told me that I just go out jogging and I find it boring and I ended up skipping it and finding ways to not go and jog. Well, if you find jogging boring, don't go jogging. That would be my best advice. Mix it up. Try to do different types of cardio, such as battle rope training, sprints, more intensive exercises that will really get your heart rate going. But not only that, if you find jogging boring, just don't do it. Do more enjoyable cardio sessions such as bodyweight training or sandbag training, battle rope training. These are all great ways to get your heart rate going, burn calories and get the fat loss going, but without making you feel bored and keeping it mundane and monotonous. So there you have my 10 rules to lose weight fast. I hope you found this show helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I wish you all the best of luck with your weight loss journey. And stay tuned for my next episode. Bye for now.